On, yep, on. I'm just gonna turn it to.
Hi, I'm Bryson. Let me give you some context. Basically, I have an overactive imagination, and a few years ago, I made some videos about it. All 3 of those videos are old and bad, and you do not have my permission to watch them. All you need to know is that I'm going to talk about the strange things my imagination has made up, and it's going to be weird. Imagination is for dorks! To keep with tradition, we'll start by talking about this channel's mascot, the Ham, this little guy. Hams are little cutie pies that make friends with everyone. They can roll around and just kind of do whatever they want. Most hams are kind of small, but I imagine some of them to be huge.
Damn, boy, he's thick!
They like to bounce around, and they can be really stretchy. Also, they can be really fast and roll around like Sonic. Hams are one of the many creatures me and my friends made up together. Some of my other favorite creatures include Scrumbos, Grumpers, the Pithecus and its evolutions, Klishkins, and the Gremlins. I imagine them to hang out on big floating gardens where they do magic and play games. Hocus pocus, you've lost your focus. If dinosaurs didn't go extinct, wouldn't it be really cool to see how the dinosaurs and humans coexist? What if the dinosaurs got domesticated? There could be pet dinosaurs, and they could help us build society. Imagine having a big pet T-Rex that acted like a dog. And if they were like dogs, there could be different breeds of the dinosaurs with different colorations and stuff. And instead of driving to your friend's house, you could just ride your pterodactyl there. I mean, I really hope the dinosaurs would be nice, but we have an entire movie franchise about how that's not the case. What if ocean life could fly instead of swim? Can you imagine if there were just big whales floating around, and there would be little fish chilling out in the trees, and you could fly around on dolphins? But also, that would be really scary if there was a great white shark that wandered into a neighborhood. Me and my friends used to always make comics about the Ham together, but we have a lot of other characters. One of my personal favorites were the wizards. Sometimes the wizards would be good guys that would help our heroes, while other times they were evil and would turn people's heads into onions. You never know.
What the
But my favorite part would be when the Ham would defeat the wizards and would use their hats to become a wizard ham. Also, you can't capture a ham. The only way to have a ham stay with you is to befriend it. Even if a bad guy put a ham in a steel box, the ham would just... Also, a ham is the best judge of character. That's why the best heroes in the land are often accompanied by hams. But if you have a ham and start doing bad stuff, the ham is going to leave you until you start being good again. And that's why almost no YouTubers have a ham, because all YouTubers are terrible people. Except me. My ham never leaves me because I'm so much better than all of you, and I'm the best person to have ever existed on the earth. Kneel before me! Wait, no, come back, I'm sorry. And if you like the Ham or me, then you'll be happy to know that we got 2 new big plushies. One of the Ham and one of me. They are much bigger than last time too. The Ham has the ability to read your soul and judge your purity, and the Bryson is a functioning voodoo doll of me. Watch! This is the best merch I've made so far, and we worked really hard on it. So if you want to support me, scroll down to the merch shelf or link in the description and buy a plush. And if you buy both, you get a discount. Thank you. Back to the video. When I was younger, I would imagine these tiny toy airplanes that I could sit in and fly around in. Can you imagine how fun it would be to float around in your own personal little airplane? You could rig it up with Nerf guns and have a dogfight in the skies. I also used to imagine peacefully floating around in little hot air balloons to explore the skies. I would imagine me and my friends visiting the floating gardens that all the creatures hang out at. But again, floating around in hot air balloons would be really dangerous if sharks could fly. But sharks are scared of killer whales, so maybe you could make the hot air balloon look like an orca to keep the sharks away.
Dude, back off.
Also, did you know that dolphins can beat up sharks? I swam with a dolphin once. Dolphins are very smart, and because of this, they know where to hit the shark to deal maximum damage. They punch the sharks in the gills with their noses. If we take take a look at the dolphin's brain, we can see all these smarty, wrinkly bits throughout the brain. This allows the dolphin to have big brain thoughts, like punching the sharks in the gills. However, if we take a look at my brain, we can see that there aren't any smarty wrinkles. It's totally smooth. Since there aren't any big brain thoughts happening in my brain, it leaves space open for other thoughts to happen, such as, what if sharks could fly? I've made a chart that explains the 3 different types of brains. At the bottom, we've got smooth brain. No smarty wrinkles means that no big brain thoughts can happen. However, smooth brains have a lot of imagination. This is the kind of brain I have. In the middle, we've got a caveman brain. This brain has wrinkles, but it's kind of small. This brain has 50% intelligence and 50% imagination. Ooga booga, pee-pee doo-doo caca. At the top, we've got big brain. It has wrinkles like the caveman brain, but it's much bigger, meaning a lot of big brain thoughts happen in this brain. However, big brains have no imagination. They just do math and go beep boop, I'm smart, science, haha, big brain time. However, there is a brain of myth above all the rest, known as huge brain. These brains have 100% intelligence and 100% imagination. That's like 200%! People who have this brain have the biggest big brain thoughts of all time, and they also have imagination. They're basically just like you and me, except they are better than you and me in absolutely every way. If there are any huge brains watching, I am scared of you, I don't trust you, stay away. Another note. Since I have a smooth brain, whenever I see someone who has a huge brain...
Yeah, I'm just gonna mention that I have like 60% on creativity, and my brain is also kind of almost smooth because I don't know why, but like I'm not smart. I'm just like 40% smart, I guess. Okay, I'm just gonna mention that because I need to mention that. Okay, bye.
I get really discouraged because they're so much smarter than me. It just makes me feel inferior. But according to the graph, I am inferior. So, feeling inferior is the correct response. Alright, the moral of the story is hams are adorable, sharks shouldn't fly. That's like a tongue twister. Sharks shouldn't fly. The moral of the story is hams are adorable, sharks...
Meaning, as I was swinging, I would... You broke my window! You gotta pay for that! Foolish mortal, you live in a world of my mind's own creation, and now your existence is forfeit. Fall to the earth and perish.
FBI, open up!
Let him up, boys! He's still alive! Hi, I'm Bryson, and today I want to talk about some of my dreams. Now, if you take a look inside my smooth brain, you will find Thinking Bryson and Feeling Bryson. Feeling Bryson is usually the one in charge because I'm an emotional boy. Also, I'm stupid. But when I go to sleep, the one in charge is Subconscious Bryson. He's the one that makes the dreams, and he's made a lot of them. I've had dreams where I fly, dreams that I cry, dreams where I'm a Jedi, and dreams where I die.
So long,
Bryson.
I've also had a lot of dreams that I'm Spider-Man, but for this video I'm gonna draw myself as my own Spider-Man that I created, and dreams where I die.
So long,
Bryson.
I've also had a lot of dreams that I'm Spider-Man, but for this video I'm gonna draw myself as my own Spider-Man that I created. I call it Spider-Ham. But Bryson, there's already a Spider-Ham, and he looks like this. Anyway, the Spider-Man dreams are always really cool. I get to swing around and just have fun, but a lot of times I'll have some kind of disadvantage in them. For example, in one of them, the webs shot out really slow. You'll never catch me, bad guy! Webs, go! Another time, if I swung too hard, I would get unstuck and I would fall. In another one, I couldn't calculate the arcs of my swings properly, meaning as I was swinging, I would hit the ground. In one of them, there was a swordfish who was about to get run over by a car, so I used my webs to save him. Anyways, web slinging is fun, but only when it works. Naturally, the next step from swinging dreams are flying dreams. I had one where I could fly really fast, but only if I held a jump rope for some reason. If I tried it without the jump rope, then... In this one Harry Potter dream, I was on top of a tall tower, and I asked the guy next to me, "Do you know how to fly?"
Just mash.
He was referring to mashing on a video game controller like this. But I didn't have a controller, so I jumped, and I mashed, and I could fly. In another dream, I was in a Pokemon game, and again, I could fly because, why not? But then this shady guy came up and said, "Feet on the ground, fast asleep." And for some reason, it made me come to the ground and fall asleep. And then he stole all my Pokemon and items. Anyways, I hate that guy. Also, I have a recurring one where if I wiggle my legs, I can float. It feels so normal in these dreams, like, yeah, I'm floating. So what? But then I get sad when I can't do it in real life. So, I've been talking about the dreams I enjoyed, but now we're moving on to the ones that stress me out. These dreams are really frustrating to me because the reason I go to sleep is for some peace and quiet, not to be stressed out by fake scenarios. It sucks because I wake up all anxious and sweaty only to realize that it was fake and my brain gave me an anxiety attack for no reason. So, in this one, me and a bunch of people were traveling through a canyon, and we encountered this crazy guy. He gave me really bad vibes, but everyone was just like, walk past him, it's probably fine. So I did, but then the guy lunged at me and pulled out a needle and said,
"Yeah, this here snake venom is gonna kill you dead."
And he injected me with the snake venom, and I started freaking out. I'm gonna die! He injected me with venom! Ah! But everyone else was just like, it's fine, don't worry about it, you'll probably be okay. And I woke up out of fear. I had one where my whole family hated me, and I woke up all stressed and sad, so I texted them and told them about the dream, and asked if they hated me. But nah, it was just a dream, they still love me. In another one, I was at home and a robber broke into my house. I started running away and screaming, trying to alert my family, but no matter how hard I tried, I couldn't scream loud enough. And I could only run super slow, and the bad guy was catching up to me. And then I woke up out of fear again. I had one dream where I fought the Grim Reaper with a spatula, and I won. That one was stressful, but I was victorious, so it's not that bad. He underestimated me and my spatula. In this one, I could waterbend, but as the dream went on, it got harder and harder to control the water. It wasn't working, and it was getting so frustrating, and then I woke up.
Bryson, time to wake up. I don't want to get up because I was trying to do the water whip in my dream, and now I'm never going to be a master waterbender because you woke me up. What?
Okay, now on to my miscellaneous dreams. We will start with a quote from me. Sleeping is just logging out of your body. In this one, I fell off a cliff and landed on my arm, and I woke up laying on the same arm that I landed on, so that was spooky. And thus, the line between dreams and reality becomes blurred. Sorry, I'll stop making awesome quotes. In another dream, I went to the backyard of my parents' house. In real life, we have a chicken coop back there with 5 chickens. Penny, Goldie, Becky, Sunny, and Ham. I'll give you 4 guesses which one I named. But in the dream, there were more chickens. Little baby ones and fuzzy ones. Aww. But there was also a duck and a bunch of tortoises. I love animals, so this was a really fun dream. In fact, this was the dream that got me interested in tortoises. And then I visited a reptile place and met some tortoises there, and they recommended a good place to get pet tortoises. And now I have Scooter and Egg, my adorable pet rocks. I love them. I also had a dream where I accidentally stepped on Egg and hurt her. I woke up and cried and I had to check on her, but it was just a dream. She's fine. When I was young, I had one where I dressed up in a magnet suit and jumped off my back deck, and the suit magnetized me all the way to the city, and I could use it to climb the metal skyscrapers. I had another Harry Potter one, and in it we would have wizard duels on trampolines. Shushbul Kalupus! Also, apparently I sleep talk. This one time I was in an old apartment that I lived in for college, right before I dropped out. I was asleep, and my roommate Parker was awake in his bed, and he heard me say, delish. So delish. So I guess I was just enjoying a fantastic meal in my sleep. I also die a lot in my dreams. When you think about it, sleep is kinda like a free trial of death. A taste of the sweet release. A chance for our astral bodies to fly free from these limiting meat suits and taste of the comfort and bliss that the afterlife offers. But sooner or later, we all must wake up and ponder, what is the afterlife really like? Where do we go when we fall asleep? And where do we go when our time is up? What if when we die, we wake up and realize it was all just a dream? But we learned things in that dream. So what do we learn from our dreams within this dream? Anyway, you're welcome for the free existential crisis. That's all from me. Tune in next month for another wacky and silly Haminations video. Bye-bye!
It was all just a dream.
Okay, I'm just gonna upload this. Yeah.